Chronicles 2.
You are clear to level the building.
Do you have any more personnel in the area? Okay, right now.
City 231. Now we go directly west, about approximately 100 meters.
All right, this is Bedrock. Welcome back to the War Room and a continue of our Church Pool long play, Let's Play. And so we're on episode 9. This should be episode 9. So we're back at the Avenger, and we got some things to do, get caught back up. Hopefully you won't hear any background sounds. I do have a very large, powerful fan working at this time to keep my machine cool. I'm putting a lot of stress on it with all the recording and everything I'm doing. And so we got our timer running, so let's get started. We're powers at capacity. That means if we need to build a new area, we're going to have to increase our power. We do have guerrilla tactics going right now. We have 3 open spots that we'll look at here in just a moment. Unstaffed engineer. And so we've got an extra engineer that we can apply to another area. I'm probably going to put him in here to increase the production time. And of course, from our last mission, we're going to be doing some promotions. So let's get going here. So first thing, let's go ahead and staff another engineer. And you can see here I've got this guy available, or gal available. And that's going to shorten now. Now that I've assigned, it's reducing it by 50%. So that should be, I think, 15 days now instead of 30. Yes, good. So that's getting going. We're trying to get to this conduit because that increases power. We want to put a lab here. Or actually, whatever that thing was, workstation, because it can build gremlins that can go horizontally and vertically and support like an engineer. So that's going to give us a lot of help there.
We've been picking up some weird transmissions lately. It sounds a little like German, but it's hard to tell.
Okay, and so we've got our advent officer autopsy and research. We're discovering leads. Let's get in here and promote some soldiers. Now, I didn't mention this before, but if you notice, this keeps a tally of what we've killed. And so we've got 14 soldiers, 6 leaders, 1 faceless, 4 sectoids. And you'll see this will fill up with all the different aliens. These are the special hunter's weapons that we have. And I keep forgetting I need to outfit Chris with this ninja axe because he can throw it as a free action. It's really awesome. So we're going to try to get that set up. So let's take a look and see who we're promoting here. We got Lauren, who's due for a promotion, and I think he's wounded, so that's why he looks so sad. And we have personal combat sims available, but I'm not going to install those yet. We're going to wait a little bit before we do those. So weapon upgrades, like I said, I want to hold off on that because we don't want to upgrade until I can build my own, and we're very close to that. So promoting our soldier. Okay, so we have walk fire, which is take a highly accurate shot with plus 30 bonus to hit, but for half damage and minus 30 critical. Uses 2 ammo. And so we have close and personal. This confers a plus 30 critical chance against adjacent targets. The bonus declines with distance from the target. And so this is if you get up close and personal. And then covering fire is overwatch shots can now be triggered by any enemy action, not just movement. And I think I'm going to go with that. Because if he's in Overwatch, if an enemy, let's say a sectoid tries to do mind control, that will trigger an Overwatch. And so that would be a good ability for him. And so we're good there. And let's jump back out. And we have Sean, our hunter. Look at that, he's got his little beard. Alright, we're going to promote him. So Sapper is the explosives can destroy many cover objects, so he can start taking down walls and buildings. A needle grenade is explosives do not destroy loot when they kill enemies. And that could be something that's advantageous, and especially to grab loot early on. But rapid deployment, look at this one. Rapid deployment is activate this ability before throwing or launching a support grenade, and the throw will not cost an action. Now that's very powerful. What that basically means is if he has a flash grenade, he could throw a flash grenade to disorient and still have his complete movement in combat, which is really, really helpful in a support role. So I think I'm going to design Sean as a support more than just a guy that just blows things up. I want him to support the squad's actions, especially in the later game. That becomes really important with high-end enemies. And so we're going to go ahead and give him rapid deployment, and you can see these are his abilities over here. All right, and then we have okay, so Jake had already gotten promoted, so he should be good. And then we've got Enter Elysium, and you ought to go check out his site if you like watching games. He has some good games, as well as Quill 18. Now, don't that look cool? That is our flamethrower and rocket guy. And so, fire in the hole, rockets are more accurate, which is always good. Suppression, fire a barrage that pins down a target, grants reaction fire against it. If it moves, restricts the use of many abilities and imposing a minus 30 penalty to the target's aim. So suppression is really good, especially area suppression, if you get that later, where you can pin down the enemy and it prevents them from taking a lot of actions. Roust, special flamethrower shot that does limited damage but forces the enemy to change position. Not that important. We're going to go with suppression. Again, one of the things that you got to do in the late game is you've got to be able to freeze or lock down targets from moving or taking actions, because especially leaders, they have what's called reaction moves. So every time you do something, the leader gets an extra move. It's like you get one turn and the leader gets like 30 turns. It's insane. And I have not come up against leaders yet. I just saw it on a Let's Play. I think it was his Let's Play, actually. And so there we are there. And oh, our ninja, woohoo! Lightly wounded. Okay, so Shinobi, now Ghostwalker, check this out. Activate this ability to reduce enemy detection range by 40% for the rest of your turn, as well as the following turn. It has a 5-turn cooldown, so that gives you the ability to sneak in. Low profile makes partial cover count as full cover. Cutthroat, your melee attack against biological enemies ignores their armor. You have a plus 15 critical chance and do plus 2 critical damage. Now that seems like that's good, but this is all about stealth in the early game, so we're going to go with Ghostwalker. See how that does for us. And I've never really played with that before. You can see, man, he's got all kinds of great abilities here. There's an ability later on, I think, that we can unlock. And it's really cool because what it does is it allows you to be able to regain your concealment during an attack. You can go hack somebody and then you vanish. Way to go, ninja. And so we'll see how that plays out. And then Amanda, let's see what, she's our sharpshooter. So now there's a lot of different things that you can start getting up here, but this is the most important one. It's called Death from Above. Killing an enemy at a lower elevation with your sniper rifle costs only a single action, does not end your turn, also grants a long-range accuracy bonus for sniper rifles. You can do rapid targeting. This is if you hollow target an enemy as a free action, and that allows, remember, hollow targeting allows other members to get a bonus when they aim at your target. And snapshot, you can take a standard shot and enter standard Overwatch with a sniper rifle after moving, but you suffer severe range penalties. And so this, we're not really, sniper's not in the first action there usually. We want the Death from Above. That multiplies and is so much important later. So we'll take that action. And I believe, oh, here we go. And Cindy is our last. And this is our, oh yeah, what is she? Ooh, okay. And so our ranger here, again, the walk fire ability, not really all about that. Now this one here, I don't mind the close and personal, because your ranger is going to tend to get up in people's faces. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and give her that. Because again, she has both barrels and point blank, and she's got an assault rifle now, but we're going to probably change that to a shotgun, and she does have a shotgun on her back as a secondary weapon. So a lot of versatility here that we can play with. All right, that looks good. Man, we got a lot of people wounded and infiltrating right now. So let's go ahead and jump back out. And what we want to do is we want to go to our guerrilla tactics, and we need to assign people. Now, we do not have any rookies available right now, but we have an ability. Let me make sure we can't upgrade. No, not yet. So this is locked, but we do have an open soldier required. And so right now, these are the only soldiers that are available that we can train as officers. And so let me see here. Who do we have? We have Sly as an assault. Usually I want to make sharpshooters commanders. So basically you have basic command and leadership abilities when you get trained. And Oscar Mike is you spend an action to give all allies within command range 3 mobility for the remainder of the turn. So this is really good with mobility. You've got people that are slow. She can give a command and everybody that's in range gets an extra 3 movement. And so you want to make that the first thing so they can get that movement. Focus fire, spend an action to pinpoint a target and grant your squad cumulative aim bonuses and 1 armor piercing on attacks against the target for the rest of the turn. So this is going to be a really hard choice. On one hand, you can have everybody move faster. On the other hand, you can have a focus fire command where everybody, when they do damage to a specific target that you mark, it strips away an armor automatically and then gives you a better aim bonus. And so if you get like a big enemy leader or whatever, focus fire is very important. Now, if I pick one here, I don't know if they reappear down here later. Like if we pick focus fire now, do we get Oscar Mike later? I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and go with focus fire and see if that's going to help us out. And we do not have any, oh we do, lightning strike, a new tactic. Alright, unit gains 3 mobility for the first 2 turns of battle while the squad remains concealed. Wow, that's good. So let's go for that and see how we can apply that to our deal. So let's just go back out here real quick. Let's go over here and let's see what's going on in our world. Okay, we have right now our Advanced Warfare Center is being worked on, clearing alien debris, a couple other events, nothing major, supply drop coming. Right now, why does it say we have we did these promotions? That's okay, there we go. Alright, we have our black market. We can go back and check and see if there's anything else to buy. We're in our haven right now. Beta team is infiltrating, they're at 60%. Advent stick this one. We have 3 doing intel, 1 doing recruiting, 3 in hiding. Whoops, we got to fix that. We don't want people in hiding. I'm going to get somebody in intel and let's get some recruiting. We have plenty of supplies right now, so we're good there. And again, that was a bug. I don't know what happened to our supplies. One of the mods that I think was being worked on boosted our supplies, so that's kind of overpowered, but I apologize. I can't go back and fix it without starting over from scratch. So I'll try not to take advantage, but I will take advantage.
Avenger plotting new course.
Alright, so here we come into the black market. Nothing to buy. We can sell, but I have nothing I want to sell. And let's go ahead and go back over here. And move my map. There we go.
Setting course for the East African sector.
And then we're going to be opening up some more territories here shortly. I do want to get this other mission out of the way, get my people back, try to do some upgrades. We have a new target, a guerrilla operation, and we've acquired a new target. Let's take a look. And this is something they added. A lot of people were complaining that we weren't able to see the time in this screen. You'd have to go back out, jump back in. So that was a really good addition by the developers. So this is in East Africa. Recover an item from an Advent facility. The only reward's 30 intel, 2 days. We're going to ignore it. We can't handle the time frame.
Advanced Warfare Center now operational.
Yes. Okay, so let's go in here and see what we can do. Okay, so in this, we're able to bring in a scientist, and this will basically be our healing center. It increases healing. So I need to get a scientist to put in here. And now we can retrain soldiers' abilities. Now this is pretty epic because what I can do is I can pick a soldier. So let's just say, for instance, we have let's see what we can do with our technical guy. So now any promoted soldier can be retrained in their class to choose a new ability configuration, but they will be unavailable for combat during the training process. The training time goes up by multiple days for each rank the soldier has achieved. High-ranking soldiers will be in training for some time. Do you want to retrain their abilities now? See, I don't know if this removes abilities or if it just adds abilities. So let's take a look. And what did that do? I don't know what that's going to do. Soldier adds a second BR environment where soldiers with switch rank can train advanced abilities. See, I think... Oh, man. I don't want to lose someone else's abilities, though. So who would be the least affected? You know what? Let's go ahead and see if we can get a Grenadier. And just see what happens. Let's just see what this does. We're going to leave it just like that. We can't do anybody here. I think this is where we would put Sean to go to a second level. And so let's go ahead and just get out of here. And I think... All right, we have an unstaffed scientist. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put the scientist... Oh wait, no, a scientist, not a... What does this need, scientist? Yeah, let's put a scientist in here right away. And we're going to start healing. So that's awesome. And so now we have an unstaffed engineer. And see, we don't have any engineer spots here open, so let's go ahead and... Can't do this one yet. Can't do that one yet. Let's go ahead and start working on this. Okay, get that started. And let's see, what do we have now? Unstaffed soldier. Now, what was that? Okay, wait a second. You know what? I think this is to change class. I don't want to change class. I want to add skills. So, okay, good. Okay, so now let's take him and put him in that one. Oh, yeah, here we go. So what this does is this gives you, you can do extra special abilities now. And so our Grenadier, we can give him the ability to become an executioner, which that he doesn't need that really. We have return fire. When targeted by an enemy, he can automatically fire back with a pistol. And will to survive. Enemy damage is reduced by 1 when in cover and attacked through that cover. It also grants 5 will. We will take that one. Okay, that's the one I'm looking for. We're going to stay away from that because I have the commander's ability to train soldiers at the front end. This is so, like somebody becomes a sniper and I don't need a sniper, I can change them to something else. So we're not going to use this one probably at all unless there's somebody that maybe we gain during a campaign, like how we found White Schuler. I can go in and change their class if I'm not happy with their class. Okay, good. And so that we can't use yet. And so, good. All right, let's go ahead and get back in here and get to scanning. And let's see if we can get us into a mission real quick. All right, that must have... Okay, we're at 100%, so we're about to hit this mission. Okay, so... We are 104% infiltrated. Enemy readiness is vulnerable. We need a launcher abort. And then we have to destroy a relay, find a lead. So this is all about intel. And let's take a look at our squad. I forgot who was here. And so this is the squad that's on the mission. As you can see, Amelia is not in this mission. And so we have everybody else. So we have a ranger, sharpshooter, technical, gunner, specialist, assault, field medic, shinobi. Okay, this ought to be pretty good.